Hello and welcome to my kitchen. I'm Judith. Today I'm going to make a mango tamarind chicken. Now this is a sauce that my favorite grocery store used to carry, and I fell in love with it. And of course they stopped carrying it. So I had to figure it out myself. Of course I don't have it exactly the same as the one I used to buy, because my first attempt was absolutely disastrous. Then I got really close, and then I changed it up a little. So here we go. We have a pan on the stove. We're just going to turn this on to low heat. I'm going to add about a half cup of boiling water. No, it's a little more than half a cup. Then we're going to add some tamarind paste. Now you can buy it in blocks or you can buy it dried. The blocks are fine, that is what I used to use, but you really have to strain your sauce if you're using the blocks because it doesn't always dissolve all together. So a teaspoon, a heaping teaspoon of the tamarind paste. We have the juice of 1 lime, the juice of 1 lemon, or maybe half a lemon if your lemon's huge, and mango puree. Now, I did luck out and find a huge can of mango puree at the store one time, and I just froze it in an ice cube tray, put them in a freezer bag, and stored them. Now I'm wondering what I'm going to do, because I can't find it again. But I have bought canned mangoes, or you can buy fresh ones, and just puree them up and freeze them. So 1 small dried chili, 1 cake of palm sugar. If you can't find palm sugar, use brown sugar. So it would be about a 1/4 cup, maybe a bit less, depending on how sweet you want it. Now we're going to let this come to a boil until or simmer at least, until our sugar dissolves. So, okay, we're back. Our sugar cake has completely dissolved. So now we're going to add 3 finely chopped garlic cloves, about a half a teaspoon of salt, uh, 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar, and 3 star anise. 1, 2, 3. That wasn't a whole one, so we'll add a couple extra bits. Oops. Now we're going to let this simmer for some time, actually, because we want it to thicken a little bit. So we do want it to cook down, and we want the flavors to get all infused and yummy. So we're going to have it up on a low simmer. Or if you're in a hurry, you could turn it up a little bit. Just be careful not to turn it too high. You don't want to burn the bottom of it or boil it dry. And it is going to be delicious. Alright, now that our marinade is cooled, And you see it's a little bit thicker. It's not quite water thin, although not much thicker. That's fine. What we're going to do now is take our chicken thighs and pour most of the marinade over them. We will reserve a little bit for later. And if you're not going to do that many chicken thighs, you can put the rest of the marinade in a jar and keep it in the fridge. It will last some time. So just make sure they're well coated. And I like to leave this side down because that's the meat and it's going to absorb a lot of the flavor. The skin will too, but it's the meat you want the flavor in, really. So now that we've done that, we're going to cover it with some foil, set it aside, just to let the flavors get in there. And we will be baking it at 350 for probably about this size pan, and they're fairly squished in there together. So it will probably take about an hour. For the end of the cooking, probably the last 15 minutes, we will remove the foil and raise the heat, just so we have nice crispy brown skin. Alright, there we have our mango tamarind chicken with some cauliflower and basmati rice. It is absolutely delicious, one of my favorite sauces for chicken. So if you enjoyed the video, if you tried it and liked it, please give me a like and consider subscribing. And I thank everyone that has already subscribed. It does help me a lot. And I will see you again soon with another delicious recipe.